Hi there, welcome back to my YouTube channel where I talk about the who, what, where, when, why, how of Toronto real estate. After all, what other questions would you have? So the question for today's video is, what's going on with offer dates? So what I mean by that is, we all know that the market is shifting.
I feel it in the water.
Tides are turning.
I feel it in the earth.
And we're seeing changes in the market.
Much that once was is lost.
So now what is happening with offer dates? So first, let me define what is an offer date. An offer date is when a property is priced below market value to attract more attention and induce multiple offers, resulting in the property selling for more than the asking price. Properties with an offer date are typically only on the market for a relatively short period, enough time to build up interest and exposure, but not long enough that buyers move on to other properties. So the tides are turning. And when we see the tides turning in the real estate market, we start seeing changes and adjustments. One of the adjustments or changes we see is months of inventory starts going up. But that's not the topic of this video. The topic of this video is offer dates. Now, months of inventory is a very objective measure, a very objective metric, and offer dates is a very subjective measure or metric. So before I get into what is happening with offer dates, I'm going to give you a little bit of background information about what's happening in the market. So that way, that's a precursor to explaining to you what's happening with offer dates. So let's do a quick deep dive into the price of homes in the GTA between 2018 and 2022. On the left side, you see the chart. On the right side, you see the graph. You can follow on either one. So in 2018, the average price of homes in the GTA was $787,800. In 2019, it went up to $819,043. In 2020, it went up to $929,625. In 2021, we crossed the $1 million threshold and it went to $1,095,419. And in 2022, as of March, we were at $1,299,894. That's a 69.4% increase since 2018. Now let's look at GTA property prices in the last 6 months because this is really revealing. So October, November, December, we were hovering around $1,155,000 to $1,163,000. And in January, it took off. We went up to $1,242,747. In February, we went to $1,334,328. But in March, we dipped a little bit. There was a little correction. We came down to $1,299,894. That's still a 12.49% increase since October, but we are beginning to see some changes. We are beginning to see prices soften a little bit. And with prices softening, as I mentioned, months of inventory goes up, but there's a change in offer dates, and that's where I'm going to go with this now. I've got 2 slides to show you. This one here is for detached homes. The next one is for condos and townhouses. So what I've plotted for you here is in Toronto, York region, Peel region, Durham region, Halton region. I picked an arbitrary date in February, and that was February 10th. And I picked April 21st, which is a very recent date. And I compared the percent of homes that were coming on the market on that specific date that had an offer date. So let's look at February 10th, Toronto, 67% of the homes that came on the market that day. Now, when I say homes, I mean detached homes, had offer dates. April 21st, 75%. So you can see that in the chart as well, the blue and the orange. In York region, February 10th, 58%. April 21st, 58%. So no change. Interestingly, Peel, 62% on February 10th, 50% on April 21st. Durham, 76% February 10th, 63% April 21st. Halton, 74% February 10th, and 34% April 21st. And you can see all of this in the chart on the right as well. Now, let's go to condos and do the same analysis. So February 10th, April 21st. In Toronto, 61% of the homes coming on the market on February 10th had an offer date. On April 21st, it was 44%. In York region, 76% on February 10th, 39% on April 21st. Quite a drop. Peel region, 72% February 10th, 39% April 21st. Durham 91% February 10th, 69% April 21st, and Halton 79% February 10th, and 42% April 21st. So what does this all mean? Well, with the exception of detached homes in Toronto, we're beginning to see less and less homes having offer dates, as you saw in the previous slides. Now, Toronto, what's happening? What I've typically been telling people over the years, and I've been selling real estate for 30 years, is that when there's a downturn in real estate, Toronto feels it last. When the market starts going up in real estate, Toronto feels it first. So here you go. We just saw right now what I've been telling people for the last 30 years. So Toronto has not seen offer dates decline. Now that will change over time because it doesn't mean that Toronto is insulated. It just means Toronto will feel it later. So what does that mean in terms of offer dates in the future? What that means is I predict that over the coming weeks, we will see less and less and less offer dates, and months of inventory, which we'll cover on a different video, is also going to be increasing every month. The offer date metrics we were seeing in the previous slides, that's a subjective measure. However, this subjective measure will mean we'll see less of this and potentially more downward pressure on prices. Now, when a seller and an agent decide not to put an offer date, either A, they had it up for sale previously at a lower price with an offer date and they weren't successful. Now, what I mean by weren't successful is either they didn't get offers or they got offers, but they didn't get the price they were looking for. So they've made a decision that they're going to put the property back up for sale at a higher price at a number that they were hoping or expecting to get. That's A. B is it could be someone coming on the market and realizing that offer dates are not the way to go anymore, and potentially if they list their property at a lower price, they won't get the price that they're expecting, so they want to go back to the way things were being done. So stay tuned to the next video and the video after that and the video after that, because I'm going to be plotting offer dates, the percentage of properties coming on market in those regions, Toronto, York, Durham, Peel, and Halton, with an offer date, and we'll look and see what the trend is, and we'll see if it continues to go down, and more importantly, we'll see what happens with Toronto, because we saw in Toronto offer dates on the date I chose in April versus February actually went up. So we'll see what happens with that trend. So stay tuned for future videos on this. In the meantime, if you like and heard what you saw, thumbs up please, and please subscribe to my channel. And in the end, remember that anything to do with the who, what, where, when, why, and how of Toronto real estate, I'm the man. This is where you come and post any questions you have down below. Have a great day and see you in the next video.